good old boy down in Texas, John Goodable, that's his name. Heard him talk about our country, Lord, I feel just the same. He speaks his mind, trying to help mankind and the people of the USA. Yeah, oh, John Goodable, he got a lot to say. Oh yes he does, 'cause there's a good old boy down in Texas, turning Texas blue. And there's a blue dot family in the USA.
All over this world.
Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
Damn right there is, and we have gathered around the table again, my friends. I appreciate y'all being here. Whew, what a day. Oh, shit, there's always something John forgets to do. Roll back to this easier if I click on that. No, that ain't going to work because John, they want it to do the hard way. Scroll. All right. Join Twizzle was the first one to jump in, followed by Dorothy Tyndall. That smart-ass squaw is here again. Thank you, Martha. Nancy Halverson and Jeanette Miller are here. Thank you very much. Karen Van Wyck. Just something back. And Jay Clayton and Stephanie Dean are both here. Thank goodness. Mega Wet Willie, buddy, we're here to make your day better. That's what this day is. Anyway, RBW King, thank you for being here. Debbie Marie, Bruce Preston, let me see here. Linda Taylor Gallup, thank you for being here, darling. Pat Hunter, let me get on down here. Tracy Tobias, my neighbor. Suzanne Jarrett, I seen you call me and trying to find my phone. I never bring my phone in here because then jeez. But I did go today on the donotcall.gov list and said, quit calling my ass because my phone rings off the shit. Anyway, Deborah Douglas is here, the remixtress. Let me see. Bill Joins, how you doing, brother? Yes, the Republican shit show has begun, and boy, howdy, isn't it a big one? Let me see. BW's here. Let me jump on down here. Claire Dines, all the way from England. Yes, dear. How are you? I'm so glad you're still around, baby. Generally speaking. Anyway, I hope y'all had a great day. Let me get straight to it. I got mail today. I'm going to the post office nowadays, and I'm getting mail. I love it. I love it. It makes my day. It really does. I appreciate it. And today's letter is from Wilbur and Cynthia Wickie from Spencerville, Indiana. And I really love the card. It's leave it to me. Of course I like the card. It's an old cowboy sitting next to the chuck wagon. Got a little boy there and a dog at his feet. And it speaks a message I like. It says, no matter of the years a man has been around or the trail in life he chose to take, but it's the things he does for everyone that makes a man so great. Happy birthday. And it's a really nice note. As a matter of fact, I got to read this because I just got tickled at it. Here it is. It says, John, are you shitting me? Look who is having a birthday. 70 years around the sun again. I hope the sun shines on you wherever you are. Anyway, happy birthday, John. Blue Dot Vote. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, it is, man. I'll tell you. Yeah, we learned it when we was kids. I don't know if you listened to the same kind of shit I did. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Some trails are happy trails, others are blue. It's the way you ride the trail that counts. Here's a happy one for you. Anyway, happy trails to you, and thank you so much for that card. I appreciate it tremendously. Whew, we got a special prosecutor. Boy, howdy shit, hang on to your britches. We're going to get to the bottom of this document shit. again, as I said earlier, and I didn't check because I'm busy, the new chairman of the Intelligence Committee was on the radio. All I know is I was listening to the radio, and he was on there just going to town about the documents they found all over Biden's place. He said they found them right near the leaf blower. They found them in the trunk of the car. They found them laying on the floor. He was spouting left and right, and it was all bullshit, like the Republicans are going to try to do. But we're going to have a special prosecutor, and I'll tell you right off the bat, that's fine with me, baby. That's fine with me. Let's get after a special prosecutor. Let's step up the ball on these document investigations. Get to the bottom of all of this stuff. I don't have a problem with that. I think Donnie Boy's the one with the problem. And the Republicans are going to take this ball with Joe Biden and just run like hell. They're going to spike it. They're going to run all over the field, dancing and hollering. And it's not going to mean shit as compared to what Donnie has done. And so, yeah, they want to have this document thing. Yeah, let's get after it, baby. Let's get all after it. Anyway, it has been a busy day. So I want to get right into the conversation with a couple of our blue dots.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, Miss Chick. How are you doing this evening?
Pretty good. We got tons to talk about, huh?
We do have a lot to talk about, don't we? Bernadette, are you with us?
I am.
Good. You're not floating away, I heard.
Hey, did you know that George Santos was a special prosecutor at one time?
George Santos
I heard that rumor.
I heard he was a special prosecutor for the U.S. Attorney out of Washington, D.C., worked directly with all the presidents, all of them.
Yeah.
I knew he was special.
Yeah, he's special, all right. This is, the shit show's going to begin over there, but this is just, I said
What do you mean gonna begin? It's already begun.
It has already begun. It is it's the epitome to me. He stands exactly for what the Republican Party has become. He's a liar, a cheat, and a thief, and he really doesn't care if you know.
No, and neither did the rest of them.
Neither did the rest of them. Let me send out a quick thank you to John Diddybag, who came in with a $10 donation already and said, sure glad I got them memory foam insoles. Now I won't have to forget why I walked into the kitchen. I got to get me some of that shit. No shit.
That guy is funny still, okay?
That's good because I don't know how many times I walk into the kitchen and I'll stand there. Well, what are you doing? I don't know. I came in here for something I assumed to eat, but I forgot.
I call it taking a pause.
John Diddybag. It's been a while since I've seen him. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it tremendously. Anyway, yeah, George Santos. That's going to be the real entertainment here. He's not going. He's not going. He is
the epitome of the Republican Party. I mean, he is their poster child 100%.
Hello, Robert from Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the family. Yeah, he doesn't care how much he lied, what he lied about, who he lied about, nothing. He's saying that he's the only ones that can get rid of are his constituents.
Well, they're working on it.
They're working on it, and I hope they do. The big reason they don't want to is because it's going to make it a special election, and he narrowly won in a district that went, I think, 8 points for Joe Biden. So that's what Kevin McCarthy's worried about. He could lose a seat.
Yeah. Absolutely. As well, he should lose a seat because he's, I'm over the next 2 years. I'm already over it, okay?
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Bernadette, because this stuff is stressful enough. Me and you talked on the phone the other day, and it does. This wears you down. This is going into our 7th year of doing this, and it does. Talking about him, his doings, what's coming for him, and all, it wears on the body. It wears on the mind.
We have barely gotten rid of the last idiot that was in, number 45.
Yeah.
And now we have to deal with Kevin McCarthy and his, wranglings of the House.
Hold on to your britches, because
Lord have mercy.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like every other thing the Republicans in past memory have done. Like we said before,
John,
it's Benghazi or emails or.
I will tell you something that I'm extremely excited about.
What?
Okay, in the next 2 years.
What?
Katie Porter running for
Is it?
California State
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
think Adam
behind
Schiff
that,
isn't too happy
100%.
about that, but you know,
I don't care about Adam
Yeah, I
Schiff.
don't
He's
either.
been there long enough. He
he's
could have ran a long time ago. Katie Porter is progressive. She's a woman. It's what the Senate needs. We need more women in that particular body of government, and I'm all for it. In fact, I'm even thinking about volunteering for her campaign.
I would if
Good
I
for
was you.
you.
And I'll tell you real quick, it has nothing to do with male or female. Katie Porter, when she gets hold of something, she don't let go.
Oh, she's
And
bulldog.
she's got some lady balls. She
And I
got
would
big
love to see
lady
that
balls.
whiteboard in the Senate. Absolutely.
She would stand up there and make noise, and I want to see it. Let me thank Mega Wet Willie, who came in with a $5 donation and said, thought of the day. To accuse Kevin McCarthy of selling out is to imply falsely that he ever had integrity to begin with. That is it. Yeah, expecting Kevin McCarthy to do the right thing, don't go there. You already know what he is.
And unfortunately, he's from California, and I tried like hell to get people in Bakersfield to change their mind about that one.
Maybe this time will be the rub because he's taken it on the chin. He has no integrity left. He's sold out everything he ever stood for, if he stood for anything at all. He's barely got a majority, and all it takes is going to be one jackass to stand up and say, get rid of him, and they're all going to vote on it. And he might get
And
kicked
I swear, if you look close enough, you can see the little guy pulling the ash can and the broom behind him, sweeping up the shit.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy in the office has to come along and pick up the dog shit, or the
Yep.
horse shit,
Yeah.
or in this case, the elephant shit.
The elephant shit.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of it.
Well, they've got enough to spread around for sure. And like I
Yeah.
said, hold on, because we're going to see it in the next 2 years in immense proportions, especially this year. This year is going to be the year that they have to do it, because this year is the year that I assume we're going to be hearing a lot more about Donny Boy and his troubles. So the Republican Party.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, I can't either. It's going to be a show. Joe Garcia,
Yes, sir.
how are you
I'm
doing, my man?
prepared.
Are you prepared,
I'm
buddy?
prepared. Yes, sir. I went to my local HEB and I hoarded a whole bunch of toilet paper because I knew there was going to be a shit show.
There you go. Let the shit flow. We've got plenty of paper to clean it up. Go
We got
ahead.
plenty of paper.
Yep.
We got paper that says top secret hidden all over the place.
Excuse me, let me get a sip.
Better watch out. They might get that special counsel, George Santos, on you.
Yeah, George Santos. I heard he was a great one. Randy Peterson. Hello, Randy. I talked to him today on the phone. Randy's got him a job
Okay.
Oh,
on a boat.
cool.
That's right up his alley for a sailor, I'm telling you. No, I talked to him today. He's tickled with where he's at. I'm glad of that. I'm just happy that he's found a niche over there. Done some fishing. Done told me a couple of big bald-ass lies about fish he caught. I'm sure.
That's how the story goes.
That's all fishermen. All fishermen are liars except me and thee, and I'm not too sure about thee. So that's the way I look at it.
I'm not a liar, John. I took a picture of it and I got it real close to the camera so it'd be as big as
the, yeah. There you go. Anyway, let me thank John Diddybag, who came back with another 10 and said, I went by some camo pants. He keeps a bucket of shit. I went to buy some camo pants, but I couldn't find them. Why? Well, because they're camouflage. You can't find that shit.
You
That
guy,
guy-
love the way that his mind thinks, okay?
I'd like to live in his head. I'm telling you, he's got 100 of them if he's got one. I'm listening. Whether donations or not, John, I'm just glad to see you back in the chat. I haven't seen that name in there for a little while. I'm just happy you're back.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Anyway, so what else is going on besides special prosecutors and liars? Huh?
Well,
Well, what's
do you
up,
want
bitch?
to talk about Sarah Huckabee?
What's going on with
Or-
Sarah?
No, not necessarily.
I heard she's banning words.
Well,
She's
she's not only banning words, she's banning whole groups of people.
yes.
Really? Right.
Yes.
What group
Yeah.
of people is she?
It's A whole group of persons.
Oh, pray tell, which persons are those?
Latinx.
Oh, that's right. Latinx. Can't say that, though.
Yeah.
You
No,
could
can't
say
that. Well, you
Latino,
can't write it in any official
Latina,
document,
but you can't say
Sorry, so.
Latinx. Well,
Yes.
can we
Crazy.
say
I wish-
just
I
a
wish
little
we
bit of
could
racism
say-
in there?
I wish we couldn't say Sarah Huckabee
Sarah Huckabee, yeah.
as governor.
No shit. Why does she? What did she take offense with that word for?
I don't know.
That's a good
I really
question.
don't know.
We'd have
Why?
to ask her. Why don't you invite her on the show and we
Yeah.
can ask her?
Well,
You know, what is the deal?
there is an open invitation to her, and let me
There you
just
go.
stick it out there. There's an open invitation to my congressman, Michael Cloud. He can come in here and talk to me anytime he wants, sit
I
right
would
across
love-
that table, because he's a smart
would
man.
love
He's a congressman. Surely he'd be able to answer simple questions from a simple man. You know, that's what I think. But, you know, what do I know? I'm not a congressman. And until they pass the he needed slapping law, I can't do that. So,
Yeah, I hear you, John.
but I see lots of reasons to go around slapping people. But you just can't do
Did you
that.
happen to see Don Jr.'s little Twitter video that he made?
No.
And it was here's the strange part. I mean, I know he was trying to get a point across, but to me, it came across as
I'm sorry.
him parodying his father. His arms were flailing around really strangely. He's flapping like a bird, and he was doing this big thing about the flight systems went down, and Pete Buttigieg, well, what's he even doing? What has he got any qualifications? And blah 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 blah. And his arms are flapping just as much as his mouth is flapping, and I'm thinking, are you trying to be funny and look like your dad, or
Media main
that
said
just
it was a bird
the-
on cocaine.
Yeah, right. He's just high again.
Again.
But, you
Man.
know,
came off
Yeah.
really wacky, really wacky.
So it's
But
Pete
he always
Buttigieg
does.
and Joe Biden's fault that the system went down, and of course it was
you know,
terrible.
couldn't have been anything wrong with a corrupt file in the systems program when they went to reboot the machine and this corrupt file popped up and the backup had a corrupt file in it. Couldn't have been nothing like that because
No.
the system is antiquated in the first place and should have been replaced
That's
a long
right.
time ago.
Well, it was
Hello.
scheduled for maintenance, and
Yeah.
it just didn't quite make it to the maintenance
Well,
date.
because
You
they've
know?
thrown
Whoops.
a whole lot of money at it except for that part.
Right?
Okay.
Right. But they had it fixed in 2 to 4 hours, so that's not so bad.
Oh God, John, don't
No,
kill yourself
but,
here, brother.
Let's blame Pete Buttigieg for it all because he had everything to do with it.
Yeah, right. It's all his
He-
fault.
Yeah,
Incompetent, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
But,
Plenty of that going.
we won't say nothing about
Mm-mm.
Donnie Jr. flapping his flap and his lips on camera
Yeah.
with a
I
white
will.
nose.
Well, while I try to
I-
recapture my mind from where it just went, let me thank John Diddybag, who came back again with $10 and said, "Don't you hate it when someone answers their own questions?" I do. Don't you just hate that shit when somebody answers your own question? Yes, I do.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
I resemble
Come on.
that.
And I live in that world.
I do too. Yeah, I do too. Anyway, I got to get my mind back from what I just did. I just sitting here. We was having a conversation, and somebody said something, and I went, the old symbol for okay. And then immediately thought, no, don't do that. That's a bad thing. So that's my mind went, boom, don't do that.
Yes, the old symbol for okay.
Yeah,
is
no,
now
yeah.
the new symbol for I'm
Okay.
a
Right?
racist.
Yeah,
kid.
racist. Yeah.
Oh, man, why did they steal that?
I
That's
don't
not
know, because
fair.
for some old people like me, it's something that was, you
I guess we'll just have to go back to a peace
when I'm
sign
being
or something.
sarcastic is when I did it. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. But,
Right.
yeah, no, you learn.
Because
we
these
adapt.
people have nothing original to bring to the table. Nothing.
Mm-mm. Anyway. Yep, see, Jeanette Miller seen it. I know, see, don't do that. I'm old, and I'm fixing to get older.
And I heard something. You had a birthday.
No, not yet. No,
Not
no,
yet?
Coming
no.
up, though.
They were a little early. I appreciate it, though. God damn it, I'm blind as a
Dang,
bat.
I'm gonna have to turn back around. I was heading toward your house with some more.
Yeah, Wilbur and Cynthia. They got to jump on. Yes, 80 years, or 10. Not 4. Shit. Keith Thompson just came in with a $5 donation. Said, "Break out the beer and popcorn, watching the GOP right-wing nutjob shit show. Painful, but Dots knew karma is coming back at them."
Oh.
It will. It is. This whole year, this is just getting started. Are you shitting me?
Oh,
We're just getting cranked up. They haven't even really sat for committee meetings yet. They're just getting.
They haven't even picked everybody for those yet, have they? I don't know.
Not everybody.
They barely got a Speaker of the House, okay?
Yeah.
I know.
I just.
And already they want to criminalize women for having abortions.
Yep.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so over these people. I'm just over them.
I am too. It is more of just entertainment for me nowadays. I mean, there's a lot that pisses me off still, but every day it's a different shit show. It's a 3-ring circus when you go to looking at the news and trying to dig something up to talk about. It's just sometimes overwhelming with the idiocy of it all.
Well, I really wish that the press had gone after Santos's ass prior to the election the way that they're going, because they had that information and they chose to sit on it or do nothing.
Yeah.
And now they're acting like it's such a big ass deal. Well, I do
He was
blame the
running for
press
Congress.
because they didn't put that information out there when it was clearly known.
At the very least, the local stations in
in the
his
House.
districts.
The local stations did. They had that information, and they were screaming to the Times Standard, and they were screaming to the major newspapers that, hey, you guys need to report on this shit, and they
nobody
never
paid
did
attention.
until after he was elected.
And now
So,
now everybody's getting in the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He was a little fish. They weren't
even
interested.
their own party that was promoting his dumb ass and obviously got taken by the scam also, didn't vet this guy. What is wrong with vetting people nowadays? But it's okay just to let the liars, thieves, and
Well, it ain't going to be his
45
lies about his.
45 did set a very low bar for all of it.
He can get away with the lying about his work history and his religious history. Where he's going to get caught is, where'd you get that money? Where'd you get $750,000 to donate to your own campaign?
Here's the question, John. When and if he does get caught, and I'm absolutely sure that he probably will be indicted for this shit. So then what? Because we had a criminal for a fucking president, and they did nothing.
Well,
They did nothing.
And now
that
they're in
fucker
control.
still walks the street.
Yeah.
Okay?
yeah, I'm not going to argue with you there. Until he is, then what's the point of a lot of shit? But we have to keep this, we have to clean this house up at one point or another. They got a special prosecutor for
You know
Joe.
what?
That's fine. Let's go. Let's start cleaning house on every freaking thing we can find.
Well, John,
I'm fine
he's
with
a
that.
special.
It's bad, John. It's usually demolished and rebuilt.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
again
need
and
to
again
do
and
better
again.
at that rebuilding shit, don't we?
No, we
But
need
let's
to
call it-
demolish this shit and then rebuild it because it's corrupt at every fucking level from the ground up.
It sure seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah,
But
Wanna
let's
say
stop
something, Mr.
calling
T?
him a special prosecutor. He's a special counselor.
Oh, is that? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. He's
Yeah.
a special
Special
counselor? Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
It doesn't mean
and
that
I
he
also
couldn't
think he was
prosecute,
there-
but he's considered
Right.
a counselor right now.
And,
I
uh,
also
what's-
think he
what-
was there when the Declaration of Independence was written.
Yeah. What
I'm
about
sure his name is on it somewhere.
what's going on with Marjorie Trainwreck Green? Someone wants to tattletale on her little exploits.
I missed that. Tell us, Joe.
Well,
Exploits.
I
What-
heard-
what new ones?
Right.
Well, she did something at a party, and I think it was I'm not sure who it was, the Proud Boys leader or something like that. He's done with her, and he's going to tell on her what she did at the party. I don't know exactly
Boy,
what it
howdy.
is.
We got stories
But,
coming.
Well, can
We
we
got-
believe a Proud Boy though?
Yeah.
well, I mean, you're right.
Let me put out a
Can we-
couple of thank yous real quick. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead.
All right, let me do this. John Diddybag came back again. John, be careful. With another $10, said, a termite walks into the bar and asks, is the bartender here? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Is the bartender here? Wow. Yeah, was a little tough, but
The
Think
if
about
you're a
that.
tough termite, you can gnaw on it. Go ahead. And Karen Hudson came in with a $5 donation in Super Chat. Thank you very much, Karen. I appreciate it tremendously. And on an update, I have called the cattery. I'm going to start stuffing cats in boxes.
Oh, good.
Yep, we got the process rolling. $30
Yeah.
for males. So start lining them little boogers up. We're going to get all the nuts cut. So,
Yay.
yay! John's going to try to cut down on the cat population again. But I have to. But, yeah, thanks to y'all the other night. That just kicked me in the butt. Pick up the phone today and make the contact. And okay, the process is in. We're moving along. So we have a plan.
Well, it's not hard as long as you don't give them names and you get attached to
They
them.
all get names. They all
They
have
all
names.
get names.
Well, no, there's a couple of them out there that haven't got names yet, but like one of them, well, I guess his name is Fluffy because he's the fluffiest one out there. I just call him Fluffy.
Well, when I got an overabundance of animals, I don't give them names. I give them numbers. One,
Numbers,
2,
1,
3,
2.
4.
Hey, I'm at that point, except I'm way up in the double digits now, and now it's getting bad because these males around here are puffing up on each other all the time. You can't go out on the front porch without two of them out there wanting to kill each other. So.
Oh, and it's because of a female.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
Don't get in between those cats.
No.
One heck of a situation.
No, I've already
Yeah, they
learned
got
my
murder
lesson on that
mittens.
thing. But yeah, I just wanted everybody to know I got the ball rolling on that, so we're going to start getting net cuts around here, and maybe things will get better. Anyway, yes, I know, Irene. That's what I'm afraid of, darling. And but these 5 in the house here, they're doing fine. They're just little mouths now. I got to worry about moving them out of here pretty quick, so they can walk around now. But I'm not ready to put them out on the front porch yet. It's still 2 babies. I know it. Come on.
So can we talk about the
Yeah,
absurdity of the couple of House resolutions that they did here?
Which ones, pray tell?
There's so
well,
many of
it
them.
would. Well, I think. Well, actually, one is HR 26. That's not actually a resolution. I think they're trying to introduce something. That's the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act.
The Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act.
That's what they call it officially.
The
Ann
Born
Wagner
Alive.
from Missouri introduced it. She's the sponsor.
And pray tell, how do you get to that?
I don't know.
How do you read that to me again?
Well, that's the name of it. Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act. It's to amend Title 18 U.S. Code to prohibit a healthcare practitioner from failing to exercise the proper degree of care in the case of a child who survives an abortion or attempted abortion.
I swear that people have
People have
disgusting
lost their
minds.
minds, okay?
They've got disgusting
First
minds.
of all, y'all don't get so excited about everything that they're going to push out of this fucking
I'm not
Congress,
excited. I'm
because
just appalled.
don't even be appalled at it, because what Mitch McConnell did, I'm sure Chuck Schumer is about to do. Everything that goes over to the Senate is going to die on Schumer's desk. And if it does happen to get past the Senate, which I doubt very seriously that it will, Joe Biden is going to veto that shit. Okay?
Yeah. 2 comments. Aaron T says this bill saves 0 people, and Where was it?
Exactly.
Where was it? Oh, Lord, shit.
Because when's the last time you read an article about a baby being born alive after an attempted abortion?
Oh, Jeanette Miller,
When?
she says,
Exactly.
I believe that once a baby is born, that law is already in place. It's called do not murder.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank
Hippocratic
you.
oath. You know, I mean, it's a baby is in trouble if you help it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and we will
But it sounds
waste
good.
time, money, and paper in the Senate with this
But
bullshit
think
coming
of
out
how
from
many
these people.
self-righteous Christians are going to be standing up there screaming about,
Exactly.
yes, we need to save the dead babies being
And
well,
that's-
you know.
and this is why they do it, John.
They're
Yes,
already fishing for votes.
It is
Yes.
the fear
it
and
is.
the mongering that they're trying to promote so their stupid
Exactly.
asses can stay in power.
It's just
because their
ridiculous.
constituents need something to scream about, to worry about, to raise hell about, to save the babies or whatever it is. They need
and
that.
we need to keep reminding their constituents that their leaders think you're stupid.
Yeah. We all think they're anyway. John Diddybag, now you got to be careful, brother. I appreciate every donation, but I worry about anybody comes in. And anyway, John Diddybag came back with another $10 and said, I always take life with a grain of salt and a slice of lemon and a shot of tequila. I'll see myself out.
That's the
I
only
like
to
the way
take
you
life.
live your life, buddy. Take it just like that. And Keith Thompson came in with another $5 and said, to the cat relocation fund. Oh, wait, LOL. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Keith. This is not going to be easy for John. I don't like dropping them off at places where they're going to do mean and nasty things to them. Fuck. They'll survive, though, and so will I. I'm a wimp when it comes to this shit. I've spent my
John,
life hunting. It didn't matter
John,
shit. What?
Man up.
I know it.
Man up.
These are my babies. They're my babies.
They're not your babies.
Yes, they are. Every
They're
one
the
of them. I
little
raised each one of them.
babies.
I'm just
They're
wondering.
little bit's babies. And until she gets fixed,
They're
she's
getting
going
on
to
my-
continue to having them.
I got to because, like, see, I got to open that doggy door. See, the dog's got to go out. You know, as soon as I open that doggy door, I got 3 of them that run in that doggy door. That's Hank, Peggy, and Bob. And it's constant. It's every time I open that door opens, here they come. And I got a problem there, so.
I can see Bernadette shaking her head right now.
I know it.
I am totally shaking
Bernadette's
my
going to get
head,
a box
okay?
in the mail and she's going to hear something. What's that?
No, see, Bernadette has Antonio Banderas. That I used to sleep with Antonio Banderas,
You did.
and now I could say I used to sleep with him because he used to sleep in my bed with me.
I would plaster that all over place.
I had to
I'd run
I
a
had
billboard that says that.
kick Antonio Banderas out of my bed. Can you believe
I
that?
can't believe you did that. Well, none of them sleep in my bed. I got 2 dogs that do that. They're not giving up any
I
of their
love him
space.
dearly, but I had to let him go. Okay.
What we do for our animals, I'll tell you.
And he is a fine-looking gentleman. Okay.
Rick Shelley says that Mook. Wait a minute. Says the snails of justice need a laxative to get moving. We're going to have to, I hope they get it this year. We're going to see a lot of activity this year, I believe. We're going to see it out of Fulton County, Georgia. And we're going to see it out of the Department of Justice. And Jack Smith is not going to take forever to get through his work. We're going to have a recommendation this year, and it has to be this year. We can't wait until 24 and start this shit. Because then the Republicans just use it as a campaign ad. And they will anyway, no matter what
Yeah,
we
they
do.
will.
No matter
Yeah,
what
no
department.
matter what.
No. It's going to be persecution, and that's all. And
And I totally understand why, Merrick Garland came out there and made his little announcement about a new special counsel and all the rest of that. He's got to make it look fair. He's got to keep it fair. And he's got to keep his ass out of the frying pan.
yes.
Okay?
Yeah,
And I get that part.
I fully agree with him stepping forth with a special counsel and delving into these documents that were found. Let's do that. because I don't have a problem with that, because I want the other investigation to proceed just as well. So
Hey, the difference between the two, intent.
there you
That's
go.
all there is.
Hello, Jorge. Jorge, I see you lighting up, brother. but
Good
can't-
evening.
Oh, there you are. How you doing? How you doing, Jorge?
I'm fine. How you been?
Good, good. How's Nan?
I'm doing all right. She's wonderful. We're going to go camping next weekend.
Really? Well, come on down. I know a spot.
Okay.
Y'all need
Well, we're
to
gonna stay
plan a
kinda
trip to
local, but,
Rockport. That's where we
you
need
know,
to go.
this thing with Biden and the documents.
Right?
Yeah, we do. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We need a full investigation, just as we would on anybody else that had documents.
Yep.
Right? How can the Republicans scream now if there's a dual
Sure.
investigations
and that
going
doesn't
on?
mean anybody. Trump don't get off the hook
No.
just because if somebody else did something wrong. That don't mean Trump got off the hook.
Yeah.
If Hunter Biden did something wrong, prosecute him.
Absolutely.
There you
All
go.
for it.
Yes, I'm all for it. If he did something, broke the law intentionally, yeah. Let
I'm a little concerned that there's all these documents floating around out there.
evidently
It's like,
they're
wait a
like
minute.
Right?
popcorn. You know, with
I
that
don't
being
care
said,
who's
though, I
got 'em,
really
it's
do.
like, why?
I think that the ones that they're going to find, if we are privy to the information, the ones that Joe Biden had probably had something to do with either his memoirs. We heard some of them had to do with his son Beau. No, I don't know what the documents are, but I believe they would probably be found to be something that he would be using in his. He was a professor, an honorary professor in Pennsylvania, giving lectures and stuff. That's the type of documents I think he had. What kind of documents do I think Trump had? Oh, baby. Whatever he could make money off of. Whatever he could use to have leverage on somebody
Yeah.
else.
And here's one thing Biden didn't do. He didn't say, "Oh, those are my personal papers,"
Right.
Yeah.
like Trump did.
And he didn't
Those are my
declassify them
documents.
with his mind.
With his mind.
With his mind. Yeah, that's, it falls back on intent, and they're going to nail Trump on that because he had ill intent. He was not cooperative. He was have to force this, and even when he was forced to, he didn't give them all up now, then, and we still don't know if he has them anymore.
That's the only thing they're going to be looking at was what was the intent on having these documents.
Yeah.
And I bet you go back to, you probably take it all the way back to Georgia if they had top secret documents back then. Washington, that is.
Sure.
Every last single one of them would have.
I'm sure if they went into, yeah, they probably all had sensitive, classified documents, things
And
that
how
might be
how
sensitive.
many senators or House members with top secret clearance has possession of classified documents in their possession right now?
I would imagine
That's
more
what
than
I'm
one.
wondering.
Because if you listen to Rachel Maddow's Ultra, the guy who died in the airplane that's the senator that started the whole shit, his wife came to his office and collected top secret documents that she actually fucking burned
Yeah.
because he was in possession of.
Boy,
So,
howdy.
how many members of Congress are in possession of top secret
How many
documents?
of them are out there
And
right
maybe
now
we need
starting a fire in the
a
fireplace?
special prosecutor for every last single one of them fuckers,
Well, they should. They should, because what game are we playing?
including George Santos, and
Yeah.
I'm sure
Because
he
if
ain't got
we
none, but
don't, then we
I'm
end
pretty
up
sure
with
he
a Trump.
does.
We end up with somebody like Trump who's willing to take advantage of that. For
Another one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
another one. It goes along with that same thing as we have a house cleaning to do, and it's not just the Republicans; it's our house too.
I understand.
That's
John,
all
we
of
might
it.
have to start all over again. This place might have to
what
come
you just
crashing down. In
what
order
you were
to
just
do
Business
talking
this.
about
as
falls
usual.
into every congressman, every one of them has insider information.
Yeah,
on-
Smart Ass Squad
yeah.
makes a good point. let's not forget Meadows burned documents in the fireplace.
Indeed. And we all know why. Because they were incriminating documents.
Even if it was a cocktail napkin that he scribbled notes on, I mean, it's still.
It falls under Presidential Records Act. All of it.
Yeah.
Everything. And
That's
yeah.
personal.
But boy, howdy shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's the whole ball of wax. The thing that always bothers me is, like I said, and George Santos is not going to be any different. Every congressman is a millionaire. Baby, all you have to do is get in. You know what's going on. You know, make an investment here, an investment there in the right spot, baby, you're making money. And that stuff is fed to them by lobbyists. So, you know, it falls back on that old thing of, who the fuck are they working for? Not us. They're working for people that have big bucks that make big donations.
And some of them might be working for people outside this country.
Indeed.
Santos.
Indeed.
Yes.
I just can't wait. That's the entertainment. That's going to be my entertainment for the beginning of the year, is George Santos. Everything else might take a serious tone. George Santos is just going to be my comedy of just what the Republican Party is. And it speaks volumes. Kevin McCarthy's, you know, as Republican after Republican lines up and says he should be, you know, removed from the House. Not Kevin McCarthy, baby. He's going to stand by and fight for it. And it demonstrates the Republicans.
McCartney believes in the intent. It wasn't his intent, the Santos' intent, to get caught.
Yeah, he didn't intend to get caught, so yeah.
Now it wasn't Trump's. Okay.
Y'all weren't supposed to look
You
this
never
shit up.
Get caught.
You know, all the lies are the entertainment. He's going to get nailed on the money. He's going to be just like Al Capone.
That always
else.
comes down to money
It
and taxes, doesn't it?
It does. It does, and that's where he's going to get nailed at. Because where did he get that $750,000?
That's where Trump got nailed at. Money and taxes.
Yep.
So, you know, his protege.
Your lying
Sanchez,
ways will find you
whatever
out.
the fuck his name is.
But it ain't
Just
over
follow
yet.
in his footsteps. Absolutely.
Which is why they don't want to give any more money to the IRS.
But remember, it ain't over until he's in handcuffs and on his way to jail.
Which one, George Santos or Trump?
Both.
Both of them, actually, but more on my part, more Trump. You know, you'll know, John.
I have a list in my head. Mark Meadows should be in jail.
There's about 158 of them I'd like to see
Yeah.
marched
But
in
let's
court.
not forget that Mark Meadows made a deal with DOJ, so he ain't going to get charged with anything.
Well,
Yes,
he
sir.
gotta
That's what I
spill more
mean. We need a
beans.
house cleaning, baby.
Yeah, he's got to spill more
we need
beans.
house
There's
burning.
not enough beans out there to clear him.
Oh, no, they're going to clear him because they got a lot of information on everybody else from him.
Well, I won't be. I know John's going to know when my party starts, because when I see him go to jail, which is Trump.
I'll hear it over here.
No, you don't hear it. You'll smell it.
I'll smell
You'll
it.
know. You'll know my barbecue.
Joe's got it
pit
going
is
now.
lit. You know it's smoking.
Well, you've been smoking plenty here lately, ain't you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I
Don't
sure
y'all
have.
get the dirt down. He's talking about me.
I've been smoking plenty, too.
Yeah, me too. I try. Keep up my shit.
And I ain't talking about no fish.
No. I got to get Randy over here. Randy was bragging about he had a big old fish on it. Hell, I want him to get one of the gar out in my river here. About a 6-foot long gar. When it comes out of the water, it's got big old teeth on it, and it wants to bite you.
I'm going to tell you something. Those little reels that Randy has, he's going to need to use one of mine. Catch a 6-foot gar.
Oh.
I got some that'll crank him out, but he's going to have to hang on.
Let me see. Kim Kindred just asked a question in the chat. It says the $1 million question for those who have federal prisons in their states, which I believe is all of us, I think. When Trump gets sentenced to prison, who wants him in their state? You want him in your state? Because she's from Kansas, and she says no freaking
Not
way.
here.
Oh.
Not here. I
He'd be
don't
in
want him in
federal.
Texas.
Which,
Put
well,
it,
I don't
put
think
it in that
I
maximum
would
security
let him
shit
off
out
too
there in the
easy.
middle of nowhere in Colorado or
Well, they
Wyoming,
got a
wherever it
federal
is.
prison right there in Florida. He can stay
but
there.
wait a second.
Huh.
If
That's
he's
what-
going to be indicted in Atlanta, then that means he goes to prison in Georgia.
On state
And
charges,
that's state
indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you.
But on the
And, you
federal
know,
charges, I think he goes to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas.
Yeah, well, we ain't trying to give him federal
Yeah.
because he could get pardoned from that. We're trying to give him
Colorado
state
Supermax.
fucking prison.
I'm not going to
Where
pardon
he'd
him.
be totally fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah,
New
no,
York and
no, you're
Georgia
right.
are
If he
good.
gets convicted in Georgia, then yeah, state prison, baby. And what does that look
Okay.
like for an ex-president?
Chain gang.
Don't get my mind
Working on
dreaming now.
chain
Trump on a chain gang in Georgia. Just Coggins had the same thought, baby. I can hear the sound of the chain. Yeah, working on the chain. Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, I wish. Drag his fat butt down on a chain. Get up. Yeah, the maggots are going to flood whichever jail he's in. Oh, they'll all want to transfer. Ooh, there you go. We get him in
Yeah.
prison, and then all the maggots, they'll do crimes so they can get in prison too, and maybe be bunkmates. Or, at least.
We'll give them all plastic sporks and they can dig their way out.
Yeah, they can have meetings and shit. They can come up with something, QAnon could start a new chapter. It's a plan, baby. It
Maybe
would all
he'll
work.
get a neck tattoo.
Yeah, get neck tattoos, maybe a teardrop or two right under the eye, after he, it does the work. You got to
Oh, shit.
do something to earn those, but maybe he'll get a few. Yeah, we could all have dreams about what prison he would go in and what kind of life he was had because he's that despicable. He's that disgusting of a person that we don't mind if he sweats his ass off in a raw cell with no mattress all day long.
Oh,
I
God,
would give a
please
shit
don't make
less.
me have a vision
I
of that.
know it.
Ooh.
But
Trump is most deserving of anything that could happen to him in prison.
well, that's the big question for this country. Really, is this country prepared to put an ex-president in prison? Yeah, that's a big sigh right there, ain't it? Because we
Yeah.
know what that's going to do. But what is the alternative? What if we don't prosecute him? What if we just...
The alternative. I know what the alternative is.
What?
He
What?
goes out onto the golf course, swings, and gets struck by lightning.
Oh, now
Well,
you're
that's my
teasing
dream.
me again.
That's not
See?
that's not
So
alternative.
come I say,
That's
if there was
just
a
my
religion,
dream.
that's all that would have to happen. You want to see John go to church every day? Let that happen.
Yes,
Struck by
buddy,
lightning
I
out
swear
on
to
the golf
God.
course. Yep, I'm there every day. Praise the Lord and pass the plate, baby. I'm ready to go.
I'm going to hold you to that, John.
If it happens, brother, I'll be your church, buddy. I'll be right up there in the front row.
Well, I think if we were going to go with, to meet the crime, the punishment should be, no, he can't run for anything ever again. No, because you incited things, you can't talk in public again or on any kind of media or anything like that. I'd be good with those.
We actually have the 14th Amendment that actually says that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that he cannot
Yeah.
run for
Yeah.
office
But
again.
he has to be convicted first.
Yes.
So let's get on with the show.
Let's
Right.
get on with the rat killing. Yeah.
How much
Well,
more evidence do we need?
I'm not sure. We got to wait for Jack.
How many more witnesses
yeah,
do you
that's
need? I
right.
think we're all witnesses to what happened.
Hell, the whole world watched that shit.
The jury pool is tainted, you might say, because we're all witnesses to what we saw.
Now, how is it
Pretty
that
much.
Brazil just on the 8th of this freaking year, a couple of days ago, can arrest as many people and people in the government, and we're still fucking around
We're
trying
still
to
debating
find
it.
evidence?
Not only
Okay.
that, we have put the
2
rats
years
in
later.
charge of the House. The people who tried to overturn this government are now in charge of the
part's
House of
wrong.
Representatives. That's what's wrong.
That part.
That's disgusting to me. These are the same. I'm supposed to listen to Jim Jordan? Are you shitting me? He was all pumped up for this shit.
Yeah.
He was
that
ready to
part.
go, baby. Throw it
2
all
years
down the
later,
tubes
and
for
they're
their
in
demagogue.
charge.
And I'm wondering why they're not all under investigation.
They should be.
But some
They
of
should
them
be.
are. And
They
so,
should be thrown out of office, as far as I'm concerned.
Ethics
Anyone
committee.
who had a text, anyone who made a phone call,
Jeanette Miller's right. Nobody was arrested on January 6th. Maybe
No.
a few. They let them walk out of there. That didn't happen in Brazil, baby. They started rounding them people up right now.
They certainly the fuck did.
So, we
They
had a big
enough
problem.
police to do it, though.
Yeah, we didn't. We did. They just weren't there. They weren't called into.
They weren't there.
Yeah, on purpose, by
Because
design.
Because the president has jurisdiction in
Indeed, would
D.C.
not do anything.
over the National Guard.
In Brazil, they had already sworn in the new president.
Yep.
That's
Yes.
why it happened.
Yes.
They were
It
able
was
to
a done-
arrest
yeah.
him because they had the president in the office.
And-
we got
and-
some fixing to do.
We got
Right.
a lot of fixing
Now,
to do.
burn it all down, and let's
Yeah.
start all over again.
Investigate
Please,
every
please.
single one of them.
every
all
crime.
of them.
Investigate the investigators. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's what
Well,
That's what we're going to do.
the investigation can't be held by the House. It needs to be held outside of the House, outside of the
But
Congress.
John, that is exactly their intent. They said so. The House is going to investigate the investigators.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's big on. They're going to investigate the investigation of January 6th. They're going to investigate the
Who are
weaponization of the
investigating
FBI
them?
and the DOJ. Which anything the DOJ and the FBI did during Trump is weaponization. That's what the
No,
Republicans
it's
are going
not.
to say.
It's not during Trump. It's during Biden's administration because Trump had
Well,
the
that's
best
that.
DOJ.
You're right. I'm sorry.
and
You're
Trump
right.
had-
You're right.
Come
I
on.
had that backwards. Yes, they're going to investigate the Biden administration for weaponizing. They're going to try to get him for everything that's just happened to Donnie Boy
They're
since.
going to try to impeach him.
Yes.
They
Why?
are weaponizing
Oh, they-
the FBI who Trump appointed.
I don't think they're going to get an impeachment. I
John?
don't, because what do they got? 9 votes in the House? I don't think they're going to get 9 Republicans to vote for impeachment on some bullshit charge that everybody can see is bullshit. I'd like to think
know
there's
what,
at
all
least
this-
9 of them with some kind of integrity.
You know what all this reminds me of?
I know.
It reminds me of the three, I believe it was the Three Stooges little deal that they said, who's on first, who's on second, and who's on third?
Yeah, who's
Oh,
on
so
first? What's on
Abbott
second? And I
Costello.
don't know who's on third.
I don't know who's on third.
Yeah, no. Who's on first?
That's what all this reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's-
And that's
it's
well-
just it's all screwed up.
Abbott and Costello.
It's
There
gonna,
you go.
It's going to be
There you go.
Benghazi for the next 2 years, and especially this first year, this 2023. This is going to be the year for the biggest shit show we've seen. Because, like I
Oh.
said, they have to move on Trump. If they're going to move at all, they have to move now, this year. And
And the world is watching.
yes,
Well, everybody's watching the big screen of what the House is playing with and back and forth, the ping pong game. We got to keep an eye on all of our governors and all those other little people. They're sneaking some shit in.
Oh, Sarah Sanders. Hey, did you hear about Sarah?
yeah, she's out there trying to ban words. Wonderful. My governor's on freaking TV,
Yeah.
screaming all sorts of shit too about
Yep.
immigration.
You
Your
heard that?
governor?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
did.
Somebody please park his ass in front of the oncoming bus.
Please, just wait right here. Wait. Oh, look. Oh, shit. Why did you put him there? Look what happened to him. Oh, shit. Too bad. Hire another governor. Let's get another one.
I tell you what, I would go to
Oh,
church
boy.
every day. Every day if God did justice on that.
You know, he's listening to you.
I hope
Same way I
he
am with
hears-
the lightning bolt. Come on. You got an
Yes,
opportunity.
sir.
2. You can get 2 of us in church. Just
That's
do the right,
right.
thing.
Every day I'll be in the
I'll
front
be
row
in the
with
front
God.
row saying, I believe now. Because it needed happening. Oh, Lord. It's, and that's sad. That's sad. I've never
Yes,
wished ill
I
on
mean-
any fellow man, but I've
No,
made exceptions in the last several years.
Yes.
You know, I've made exceptions.
Yes.
This shit's just too much.
It's getting too deep.
It's
And I'm
getting too dangerous, Joe.
Yep.
This is our
Oh,
democracy. You know,
Yes, this-
we come on here nowadays, especially, we joke a lot, we laugh a lot, We've
Yeah.
had times on the show we're livid with what was going on.
And you know what I tell people? It's not one crazy old guy talking.
No.
I'm fighting for my grandkids
There you go, baby.
and their kids.
I ain't gonna be around for the end of this shit.
Yeah,
I'll
you can
be-
call me
I'll be
crazy
lucky.
all you want. Yeah, you can call me crazy all you want.
You know, it
But
falls
it's
right into this card I got today. It's not what trail you pick. It's the way you ride the trail. It's how
Yep.
what have you done in your life? We've all made
What did-
mistakes.
yes.
But
What did you leave?
Yeah, what are we leaving behind?
Did
Yeah.
you leave this world better than when you
I like to
came
think.
in?
I like to think I
Yeah.
fought for it at least.
Yes.
You know, and that's what a lot of us, we can all say that we were
Yeah.
here, we were in this fight, we were concerned.
Yep.
It-
And that's
it-
why we're here.
As a single person, did my vote count? Not in my district, no. But as a collective, yes, that's where my vote
Yeah.
has power. Is
I
in
mean,
the collective.
whenever we speak and someone listens and understands and joins the fight, we are winning.
This family expands every time I turn around. The numbers go up all the time. We get new people that come in to the show, and you know, on different platforms, the numbers are pretty damn good. I'm proud of them.
Hmm.
That we're having that kind
I
of a
share
reach.
every time.
I appreciate that. I do too, Joe. But no, I'm. It should make us all happy, because this show isn't about just one guy in Texas. This is about this Blue Dot family, in the direction that we want to see this country going, and that we're concerned and that we're interested enough to be here. We have 119 people in the room right now. That's pretty impressive for a live show that goes on
I'm
this
looking
long.
for one in particular, John. I'm looking for one in particular. Ozzy, how's he doing?
Ozzy, I assume
heard
he
from
is
him.
well. You have heard from him, Burnett?
I haven't heard from him since earlier, over a week ago or so. It's the last time I heard from him. Wrote to him the other day, let him know, hey, we're still here, we're rooting on you, bro.
All right.
Check in when you
Well,
can.
that's a
but,
call
you
out
know,
to Ozzy Dave. Then it's time to make contact, buddy. We're worried about you.
He is,
So-
you know, he was looking forward to there being more water coming in, so the river being raised up again, and so he might be having to deal with that again, and because the snow is melting down there, and the water just keeps on coming. Hey, today we got a break in the rain,
Thank you, Mark.
and I'm truly grateful for it. So
Did you get
but
that power line off your front porch?
It's a telephone line. A power
It's a
line.
telephone line. And yesterday, in the midst of the storm, the telephone company showed up to
Really?
do what they did the last time they came out and take pictures.
They took pictures. Oh, look at there. It's still there.
Yeah.
We're going to go back and report that. Look at there. That
Yeah, it
shit's
is.
still there.
You're the second guy that came out to take pictures. How about a third?
Well, Ginger's Ranch
So,
Show. Ginger Woodley, thank you for being here. She's going to go make dinner. Y'all remember that Ginger does a show. She'll be at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Pacific Daylight Time, on Facebook. And so if y'all want to catch her, catch her. Ginger does her rant just about every day. Ginger, thank you for what you do, baby, and good night. Have a good one, baby.
Well,
Anyway, that reminds me, I got to call Leo.
I don't
too.
know if anybody's following Michael Moore's Blue Dots in a Red Sea.
Yeah.
That he's been doing. It's
Whoa,
been interesting.
back up. What, following who? And
Michael Moore,
Michael Moore.
Blue Dots in a Red Sea.
He's done 12 different podcasts on how to be a blue dot in a red sea and how to be positive and things you can do to improve Democrats' standing in red areas.
you
Just give
Great.
me some tools.
I'm sorry for y'all. That's great. That's great for me. It's like, hey, I like that. Blue dots and red sea. I
Yeah,
just
well,
that's the power.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about this blue dot family. That's the power of this family. That's not
Yeah.
me.
There you go.
That's the power of this family that continues to grow. the numbers. We have 26,000 on, I think it's on Facebook, and more on the John Bertavot Speaks Blue Dot. What's the name? Blue Dot Family. The page on
Facebook.
On Facebook, our numbers on YouTube, our numbers on TikTok. That continues to grow, and I know BW. I should have copyrighted the term. If they did a search, they'd find who started this Blue Dot shit. Well, as far as I know, I was the very first one to use that term because that's how I felt. Just a little blue dot in a red state. Anyway, it just makes me feel good that term, whether it was me or anybody, it's my identity, and I'm just glad it's in the vernacular out there. It's being used, and I think that is this family. That is this family that does that. Keep doing it. Keep pushing that shit, because I like it. Because every one of us is a blue dot somewhere. Even if you're in a blue district, baby, then blue dots make a fine mosaic. But them blue dots in red states, we're hard to see until you zoom in. But we're there, and we're there all over the place.
There are a lot of them, and now you got more and more of them down there where you are, John, and that's real good. You know, to have some company down there with you. Y'all can get together and make a bigger blue dot.
We ain't giving up on Texas, baby. We're just not. It's been rough, especially the last, 8 years of trying, of coming close to getting the governorship or a senator or a congressman. But again, this state is gerrymandered to shit.
You used to have it before, and it doesn't mean you won't have it again.
We will have it again.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that, I remember when, what's his name? He was Obama's Justice Department guy, Merrick Garland's job.
Right.
I can't remember what his name is right now, but I remember when he left office, and one of his biggest
Roosevelt?
no, the black dude that Obama had for Attorney General. The chatter tell me. He came out and he said that the biggest problem in America is the gerrymandering that was going on, and that's all he fought for, and he's been saying it since they left office. And come to find out, in this last election, this is the result of the gerrymandering that has gone on since Obama has left office. These Republicans have made sure that they will get not the voters picking the candidate, but the candidate picking the voters. And that's exactly what gerrymandering is all about.
My love back to you, Steph. Yeah.
Eric Holder. Thank you, smart ass squaw. Eric Holder. That's
Eric
all
Holder.
he's
Yes,
been
that was
saying
him.
since he left office. Is that's the biggest problem in America is gerrymandering of the districts. And then when Trump got in office and he was able to pull the shenanigans he did with the census, that left the gerrymandering to be opened up, and the Supreme Court just fell right in line and say, hey, we're going to allow all this bullshit to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it needs to become a federal issue. District size.
It's been John. That's what the voting rights laws were all about, and that's exactly
I meant the physical dimensions of a district. You can't.
That's exactly why the Supreme Court has done away with all the voting rights laws that were enacted, is so that this gerrymandering can go on, so these Republicans can stay in office.
It's not only the gerrymandering; they're attacking the voting laws, voter registration, voting, the place to vote.
Absolutely.
They're attacking anything.
Part of it. It's all a part of it.
It is. It is. It's an attempt to take power and retain power at any cost.
Yeah.
And there's big money in Texas that backs that shit.
But when you could draw your district lines that's how Santos's ass got in office, is because New York redrew the
Redrew the lines and split that district.
Their Supreme Court said, "Oh no, you have to do it like this," and then you get assholes like Santos.
Well,
it
did split his district. It was, I think, mostly.
Yep.
Well, I better not say, because I can't remember now which one it was. I want to say it was a complete red district that was redistricted, that became half blue and half red. Combined two areas that diluted
I
it.
think it was the other way around.
Was it around the other way around? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that was a blue district.
And then they redistricted it to be
Yes.
half. Okay. Well, that makes more sense.
And it ended up having part of, I believe, Long Island in it.
Yeah.
And, that's the
I just couldn't remember which way it
white
was. I know it was
up
split.
there, and so, yeah, they voted for his dumb ass.
Any way to get the job done, whether it be redistricting or the voting rights itself. The voting eligibility, the location, the hours. Oh, hell no. Johnny Fly, are you in here?
I am in here. Sir.
Well, you're a
How are
lucky
you?
man. Guess who else is coming
Yes.
in? Oh, wait a minute. What happened? What did I do? Oh, shit, no.
What happened?
I don't know. Aussie Dave was there.
Well, he's been flicking in and out. He might be having a hard
He
time.
might be having a hard time getting in.
Well,
But
yeah, I saw
proof
he
of
was
life.
on idle.
Proof
He
of
was
life.
on
So
idle.
Yeah, proof of life.
we know he's okay. Let me thank my neighbor, Tracy Tobias, who just came in with a $2 donation. It said just a little something for the kitty fund. Tracy, darling, you could have just walked it over.
Yeah.
I wish. For a long time, y'all know that. For a long time, I really did. I thought she lived local. I thought she was
John,
my neighbor.
what do you think's going on with these classified documents? Is it possible that maybe a Republican snuck it in somehow? I mean, it's very weird that all of a sudden this shit's happening now.
The cynical side of me wants to say, yeah.
Yeah.
The other side of me says, no, they were probably documents, because they're not. I don't think these are going to turn out to be documents that are sensitive on natures of national security or world leaders and stuff. I think these are private memo stuff that he might have had that fall under the Presidential Records Act, or maybe something that was confidential that shouldn't be divulged.
Well, I tell you, John,
I don't think it's going to be what Donnie Boy has.
the Republicans are like vultures, man.
Oh, man, hang on to your britches. It's exactly going to be that. Okay. John, I almost said Dad, because that's the way. John's trying to pay attention. That's what I tell my kid. Dad's watching. Dad's watching. Aussie Dave.
There's Aussie Dave.
Hey,
Hello.
bro.
Hello.
Hello,
Can you-
Dave.
Welcome.
There you go.
Everybody
How
just
are
got
ya?
a smile on their face, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I got a smile on my face being having internet at the same time you're on air. I've been watching the replays and shit, but it's not reliable. And also, I have had things to do when sometimes
I
they
would
clash
imagine.
with the broadcast times. But my morning starts when the sun comes up with fueling the generator and checking on things, and then seeing if the water's dropped any, and then seeing it's going up every day. And
It's
thank
still going
God
up,
today.
Dave.
Well, today it stopped going up. It peaked apparently 2 days ago. So I've got about 6 foot underneath my feet at the moment, and I'm sort of on the balcony, and I can hang my feet over the balcony and dip it in the water. But it's just
That's not
it's
good.
just it's an
Not
awful
good.
thing, because I know what it would be like now being stranded on a desert island without a beautiful woman on your own. All I have is a beautiful dog at the moment. But the whole world around me is just wet. Everything's wet. The street's closing down in the main street. The levees keep failing, and they're out there at 3 o'clock in the morning with the backhoes and the bulldozers and all that stuff, reinforcing levees. It's just a non-stop going event. And it's gone apparently, I just found out 2 days ago that the Menindee Lakes, which is a big lake system which is in the middle of Australia, that virtually is full of water that normally would naturally drain through its own resources and evaporation, It's not doing that. It's saturated, so the water is now overflowing. That's become a flood, and that water will all end up on top of this water. So we're hoping that this water gets away quick enough that the new water coming down doesn't stack on top of this water. But 6 months, they're talking 6 months
Damn.
before the levees. Yeah.
Son of a bitch, you're in this for a
I didn't
long
know.
haul.
I
I
didn't know
get
you were
2
doing
months, and I
over
think
there.
that's eternity, brother. I can't imagine 6 more
No.
months of what you've already been through.
I was told by the power company, the guys were in the street 2 days ago, that don't expect any electricity for at least 4 to 5 months, maybe
Wow.
6 months. Then I spoke to the
Damn.
guys on the levee, and the levee guys were saying, we won't be taking these down for 6 months because of the new water coming down, snow melt, Menindee Lakes, it's all piling up.
Let's hope them levees hold.
Yes.
You know,
I
'cause
mean,
I've seen what happens when they don't.
oh, it's ugly.
Yeah,
It's ugly.
yeah, it's real bad.
The water flows through, and the
That-
noise is scary. It's like a rushing train.
Dave,
Yeah.
let me take care of a couple things. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, Sakuri,
bills.
I want to say thanks, Sakuri Ferrari, for coming in with a $5 donation. It says the blue dot in Texas is the OG blue dot. Well, thank you, Sakari. I
Awesome.
appreciate that very much, the donation and the thought. And then I want to address what I missed in the chat here for a minute. And it concerns our dear friend, Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed she does into all the ships at sea. She says she's alive. She had an MS attack, and is trying to start up again. She just stopped by to say hi, and she needs to go lay down. And then she ended it with, "Why does cannabis oil have to be so expensive?" That pisses me off. That last part, because it falls into every freaking thing else. If they can make a freaking buck off it medically, they will do that. Anyway, I wanted to say hi to her because it's been a little while since I saw her in there, and she is missed when she's not around. So, yeah, just take care of yourself. And, damn, girl, if I had some, I'd send you some. They don't let me have it here either. It sucks. Anyway.
One thing about I want to get on to Trump and Australia and the general opinion of what's going on with America and Asia and what their opinion is, because I'm still researching and still every chance I get, mainly at 1 o'clock in the morning, I get to get on the internet on the phone only.
Damn.
And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, don't be offended, but what the GOP is doing and has done for the last 6 months especially, and is doing this week about Joe Biden, documents the attacking of Joe Biden and the attacking of everyone in the Democrat Party, schoolyard politics. It's ugly for America because you're losing respect within the world. The people are saying things like, fuck, they can't even look after their own laws. They're out fucking invading other countries. They're fucking wild. This sort of shit's going on, you know?
Yeah.
And the world is quite angry. We're quite angry that Trump is still out there sprouting his shit, and some of the congressmen and senators who are, and they're not being touched. They're not being stopped. They're not being pulled up. Freedom of speech comes with responsibility. That's what I always led to believe. Yes, say what you want, but be careful what you say because it has responsibilities. You
Not
can't
only
walk up
what
to
you
someone
say,
and
but
say,
what you
freedom
do.
what it can imply and what it can cause. There's a cause factor from freedom of speech. If you don't say the right thing, you cause problems.
It's
You're
I'd like to
absolutely
know-
right, Ozzy.
it's a
I'd
burden
like to,
on this whole country that he is not, that not only him, but again, those that are sitting in Congress right now who attempted to do the same thing are still in Congress.
I'd like to know, John, how long it's going to take until the Attorney General gets something, or the special, whatever it was, what is he, special prosecutor or something. I want to know how long it's going to take until he gets this taken care of with Trump. I mean, Trump, I agree with Ossie. This has gone on too long now. It's like, how much longer do we have to wait?
2 years, guys.
Tracy,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't not know that the bell did not ring. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just mentioning the comment. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Toward the end. I think it's toward the end of the month or something. Isn't it on the 24th? There's something they're supposed to do something with Trump or something.
I would. The first thing I'm expecting is going to be out of Fulton County, Georgia.
Yep.
That's
Maybe
where I'm
that's
expecting the first move to be made.
How many months have you been saying that, John? I mean, how many months have we been hearing from people within the Justice Department? It's going to, within 2 weeks he'll be indicted. Within a month he'll be indicted. Next year's going to be a bad year for Donny. November's going to be a bad month for Donny. It's been going on for so long.
I know it.
The world is getting fed up with it.
Indeed. I imagine, like I said, we are here. But they've got to move.
Ozzy, this is the two injustice systems in America. If you
Correct,
have no
yes.
money, justice is quick and swift and your ass is in jail. If you got money, you can buy as much time as you fucking
Justice
need.
delayed is justice
That's right.
denied.
Denied. And guys, it stands out like a sore thumb
It
from
does.
this side of the world to see what you're doing over there. It looks like it's stalling tactics. Let's stall long enough.
It is.
stalling
It is
tactics.
stalling
That's
tactics.
exactly what it is.
The unfortunate
That is
part is
exactly what it
it's
is.
legal stalling. They use the law to pervert the law. And it is.
Trump has shown us how much our Constitution and our laws are broken.
Yes, mate. Yes,
Because
mate.
he's able to manipulate them fucking off and keep his ass out of jail and paying taxes for years and years and years. And this is his
You
game
know
plan.
why?
This is what he's always done.
It's
And
his
that's why I
forte.
say, fuck the law.
It's nothing
Let him
new
get
for him.
struck by lightning.
Yes,
Go to
because
church.
the people have taken their eye off the ball. The people, the public in America, have not watched their politics closely enough to say something's not right here. 10 years ago, they should have said something's not right here. These people are doing things that we can't do. These people are making money from I don't know where. People are getting $2 billion for something.
Well,
Someone
right
else
now,
is
you
doing
can grift in public, and it seems to be okay.
Yeah.
It's all wrong. It's all
No,
upside down, guys.
Part of what Ozzy's talking about there is true in the fact that, you know, we could look at 1/3 of the population votes Republican, say a third votes Democrat. We have 1/3 of this population that don't vote at all. Could give two shits about voting. You know, and sometimes I don't blame them because it's life in general. Try to live life. You're trying to pay your bills. You're poor, hungry, and needing a job. A lot of people don't take the time to be involved in politics or even to
John,
go
I
vote
wouldn't
sometimes.
I wouldn't say they don't take the time. I would say they don't have
They don't
the
have
time.
the time.
You're raising kids. You're trying to pay bills. You're trying to keep your job. You're trying to keep food on the table. They don't
Indeed.
have the time.
No, I've said before that I think that federal election, should be a paid holiday if you vote. If you didn't vote,
Absolutely.
it's a holiday. You just don't get paid for it. But if you
Absolutely
vote,
right.
you get a paid holiday.
Well,
That's
you know
what I think
John?
we would be taking it seriously.
A lot of people, especially like, you know, my sister-in-law now, and my brother, he is a diehard Trumper. My sister-in-law, every time I talk about it, she'll say, well, you know, I don't want politics to be discussed. But I think for how many years there are a lot of people out there that when you bring politics, oh, I don't want to talk about it. And I tell them all the time, it's going to affect the way you live. So you better start talking about it. You better start doing something about it. And
You don't
now
have
we're-
to make it the focus of your life. And I advise you not to. But you need to be
Right.
informed, and you need, you know, the best thing I could recommend anybody do is what Johnny Fly did. Next election or next local election, get involved. Go down and volunteer. You will get not
Exactly.
sucked into, because that sounds like a bad pretense. You will get involved with other people of like-minded, and you'll make new friends. You'll
Well, how do you get a single mother that's got 3 kids involved in politics when all she
Yeah,
cares about
she's-
is feeding her kids?
yeah. She's
Exactly.
not. Yeah, she ain't got time to show up, baby.
Exactly.
So somebody
John.
has to
And
vote.
that's part of
Somebody
the
has to work
problem.
for her. We have to
You know,
recognize that.
I remember when people used to come around to your house, and they would sit down and they'd talk to you, and you'd have conversations, or maybe you'd have a meeting at a school board or a school function or
Right.
whatever. We don't do the town halls like we used to do.
We don't.
Everybody's got COVID, so everybody's isolated and nobody want to be in the same room with nobody else.
We don't have that
Now,
sense
so-
of community.
Exactly.
You know.
We don't have that sense of community.
And-
And when you're running for Your school board is being infiltrated by these mega right people, and you don't even know it because you're dealing with your kids.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna get. This is what we're gonna get.
Well,
These
know how many-
GOP bastards, they have infected your world. They realize that they can't take you from the top. They can't take the presidency. They can't take both houses at once. They can't have all that. So they've worked out the long game plan, guys. Go from the ground up. Go for the little areas, the local council areas or local government areas.
All
work in your
politics
school
is local.
councils and work your way up that way.
We have,
You know, and then infiltrate that way.
yeah, because the,
You know how
the,
many
the, the
people
sense of
want you to
community has switched from the town hall meeting, from the school board meetings that everybody used to attend a long time ago, to more of online communities, which is what we have here.
Yeah.
The problem being
Yeah.
is this online
And-
community can be big, but when it comes to voting in your particular district, well, not everybody's in your district. But
Yeah,
like,
but when you have online platforms that are deliberately targeting people with misinformation, and as if
well.
we didn't see that shit happen.
Misinformation or no
continued-
information.
No, deliberately targeting
Misleading,
people
yes.
with misinformation.
Like,
Okay.
I go to the city hall meetings. You know how many people are in the city hall meetings? Mine,
How
my,
many,
in
Joe?
my house, my town, one.
that was you, huh?
Wow.
That's me.
Yeah, and Joe was
not
trying to get a
surprised.
speed bump for his road because he has a lot of traffic up and down his road at speed. So Joe's at the city council meeting trying to get a speed bump, and he's
And
getting
I'm
resistance.
getting arguments. You know, I caught the chief of police, the city manager, and the mayor.
You're gonna
having
piss
a
everybody
meeting-
off, Joe.
They had a meeting before the meeting, and those three are the guys that went against my motion to get speed bumps in my street. It's a very small street from one big road to another, and they cut across. And I've even had one guy. I told him slow down. He came back, pulled a gun on me. I didn't back down. He finally drove off. He thought I was gonna get scared. I brought that up. I called the police
Yeah,
station.
it's become a thing over there.
Oh yeah, I called the police station. 12 days later, they came by to find out what was going on. I said, "I'm dead and buried, buddy."
Can we help you?
Yeah, because y'all got open carry down there.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Abbott.
And you just have to assume everybody down here is armed. That's the assumption I make. That's how come you can't
Yeah.
be popping it off no more. You know, you got to be careful about your words and your actions down
You
here.
have to
'cause-
be careful.
or in a lot of places.
And
In
you
a
know
lot
what?
of places,
It
anywhere.
doesn't matter if you're in Texas or
No.
you're in California where we don't have open carry. People are just fucking crazy behind the bullshit that they read on the
We could
internet
go-
or that
you
they
could-
listen to in right-wing radio and all the rest of that shit. You'll get
Yeah.
We
popped
could go into a
honking your
whole new
horn at
discussion
somebody.
and
You
using
know, this is
gun legislation
amazing.
alone.
Freedom of speech, hey? You
Yes.
got open carry in Texas, yet the open carry. Be careful of freedom of speech. If you say something, you could get shot. What the
Yes.
fuck? You want
What the
freedom of
fuck,
speech
huh?
or you want
What
open
the fuck?
carry?
Because freedom
we're
of
not-
speech doesn't come at the moment that the trigger is pulled.
Everything changes when
It's
the trigger is
unbelievable.
pulled, baby.
I-
Everything
what it
changes.
is, what it is I want
Your
what I
fucking
want
life
and
changes.
fuck what you think. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
It's-
That's what it boils down to.
Yep.
And we
Yeah.
got one more meeting.
Great.
We got one more meeting, and they're supposed to be sending letters to find out how many people in this street want that. Which I'm going to
I
start a
would think a
petition.
majority would. I think everybody on the
Oh
street
yes,
will.
I'm gonna start
You
a
know,
petition
nobody wants
and
that.
try to get
You
that.
know, what are they going to do? Wait for some kid to get hit out there,
Absolutely.
and then have
But
this
I'm gonna-
that a resident came and asked for assistance from the city to put the speed bump in? Are you going to wait till after
And
that?
And I've got a plan. If it doesn't go through, I've got this next year. I'm going to run for city council.
Go,
Because
Joe. Go,
I've
Joe.
got- Oh yeah.
And that's how you get shit done.
That's how you
Oh
get
yeah.
shit
Because
done.
I've got two supporters.
Well,
There's
you
a
got three.
five people.
I'm not in your county. Damn it.
I know.
But I got a
5
mouth,
people-
buddy.
I got 5 people in. There's 5 people in the city council, and I've got 2, maybe 3 that'll agree with what that is, and 2 that are what do they call that?
BW.
Mm-hmm. So if I have to, like I told the other people,
Oh, no.
I said,
Well,
if I have to, I will run for city council. If I win, it won't be a yes, 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 yes vote. It's going to be yes, yes. I want to know all the details before I say yes.
Get the details first.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I
Because
do
all
this.
they do,
Well, you will be the second blue
This
dot that has run
Nope,
for
nope, nope.
office that this family will
There it
support
is.
because
Yeah.
Miss Erin T. She ran for office in her area.
Yes.
And backed her
If you-
100%.
yes.
So run, Joe, run.
Run, Joe, run. Yes,
Yeah.
Erin
Oh,
Trombley.
yeah.
I hope she's here tonight. And I bet
Yes.
she is not about to give up yet. There's,
Oh,
you know,
No, and she had some brilliant ideals, and she's a smart young lady, and I hope she
I
continues,
hope she continues
fight
to
for
run.
her community.
Yes.
She has some good housing plans, that would benefit her community. So, Aaron, please don't
Again,
give up. Please
because
don't
she
give up.
Never
lived
give
in it.
up.
She lived the need. You know what I mean?
Yep.
She lived the
Yep.
need. She knows what the because she had to live through certain things. I'm not going to get into her personal life, but that's what motivates people. It's the same way with Joe. You go to the council meeting and you try to argue a good thing. Here, look, there's a speed bump here, and you get shot down. That gives you the motivation to go, hey, wait a minute. Well, this is supposed to be for the city, for everybody. So let's work for everybody. So
Yeah, and
You know
when you
what?
get that urge.
She learned a lot, and it will benefit her the next time that she gets out and runs
yeah.
for her county and her
Oh, I'm-
her neighborhood.
that's
Indeed.
why I say I have a whole year before they have another voting situation to inform myself what I have to do, how do I do it, and get it done right.
Take care of Lady Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
No, Joe, if you decide to go, buddy,
Oh yeah,
you know you have a mouth and a friend here.
you bet you.
So
bet you.
I'll
You know,
be
I
right
want
there.
to,
I'm like
I
a
wanna
bulldog.
see-
Once I get you in my grip, I ain't gonna let go.
Oh hell no! You provide the barbecue, I'm there, Joe.
Yeah, you got it.
I would
That's a
like,
good
like
way to, that's a
to
good way to get
clarify
people to
something.
come.
What do you need to clarify?
I want to clarify 2 things about Joe Biden and these documents.
What?
Now, this is what I'm led to want to hear over here. The first documents that were found, strangely enough, by apparently, I know if I'm wrong here, Joe Biden's legal team found the documents and said we'll surrender these. I'm led to believe they were mainly about Bo's death, and they were letters of condolences from other political
From
leaders
world
in the
leaders.
world.
Yeah.
How is that an offense? I mean, how would you compare that for oranges to apples? I mean,
That's
This
what
is
I
a-
mean when I
there's no
say I want a
comparison.
full investigation of this, because I want to know what Joe Biden had.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
want to know what
And
Donnie
he-
had.
And
Fair is fair.
Joe's all for it. He's
Yes, Joe is
he's
supporting
been
this.
open about it.
He's not afraid of a special
I
counsel.
mean, and you're right. It's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
That's the
it's
difference
complete-
between him and Trump. You can
Yes.
see the difference.
I
Exactly.
think the big difference is going to be intent. Not only the
Yep.
the type of
I think that's
information
right,
he
yeah.
had, but the intent. And I think we
But
all
hang
know
on, we're
what
talking-
Trump's intent was.
we're talking a
that's the deal.
dozen files as compared to 120 files or something, aren't we? Or 500 files or something. I mean, Trump had 400 and something files. Biden's probably
That are
got a
known.
handful, and that are mainly social correspondence and social activity, not nuclear abilities and army strengths and things like you said he could use
Yeah,
for leverage.
I understand. One of the items Trump had was the nuclear capabilities of a foreign ally. And
Yeah,
that may-
Canada.
Was it Canada?
It was Canada.
Why would he do that?
It was Canada.
Why is
I
that
don't know.
information pertinent to his memoirs or whatever the
Well,
fuck
you
he
share a
might?
border with Canada.
Because
Yeah.
those Canadians come over and buy new shoes and then
They scuff them up. They make them sound old. They make them look and sound old, so when they walk back across, the guy at the border goes, "Oh, look at that! I can hear that. That's an old
Why
shoe." Go
does
ahead.
Trump do any of the shit that he fucking does? Because he's a fucking idiot and he should have never been
Because the
president.
Republican Party
But he was.
has turned into a party of liars, cheats, and thieves. That's it.
Well, there you have
And
it.
traitors,
That's what
man.
Republican stands
Thanks to
for
him.
nowadays, and they did it themselves. We didn't put that label on them. They've done it themselves. And George
How close
Santos
is
is
it?
just the poster boy for it now. Liars, cheats, and
Yep.
thieves, baby. Just
Disgusting
get in
bag
there.
of
It doesn't matter.
How
Yeah.
close is Russia to Alaska
I can see it from my
and
house.
Alaska to Canada?
I see it from my back porch.
Yeah, I can see it from my back porch. If I stand on my roof, hell, I can see it. It's just right there.
That's the roadmap. That's the roadmap for invasion right there.
Well, the sad fact
And-
is, it is that close. In the world we
Yes.
live in,
Yeah.
in the land of computers, and yeah, it is. It is.
Holy
Are you
man.
shitting me?
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Did you see that? Leanne Geyer
Yeah, I see it.
just came in with a $100 donation.
Wow.
It says,
God
"Kitty,
bless
kitty, kitty's fun." Well, that takes care of several cats right there. Leanne Geyer, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of the donations we get, whether it be big or small. I've said that before. It is the intent and the love in your heart that warms me up so much. I appreciate it tremendously, and that will definitely, it's going towards the cats. If y'all made a donation, I told Mama this, I got to do this now. They done forced me into this shit. Now they done donated money. I got to do it ethically and morally. I have to go take cats and get their nuts cut off.
Well, you can hear. I can just hear that.
I got to stuff them in cages.
It's okay. You're not neutering yourself, okay?
Why does it feel
It's
like
okay.
I am?
It's a guy thing.
It's
Yeah.
a guy
I
thing.
understand that.
Sorry, boys,
I
get in the cage. I'm
understand
going to cut your
But
nuts
you're
off.
not doing
You
yourself.
guys are weenies.
But unless you want to have
It is
a
be-
Brazilian more cat. Hey, John,
Hey, John, I
you
can-
know how
I
many
can-
a Brazilian cats is?
Huh. Do I know how
Do
many
you
what?
know how many?
How
Hey, John.
much?
John.
A bunch. But
Hey, John. I can just hear one of your cats going, "Hey, it wasn't me, man. You got the wrong cat."
it wasn't me, but it was him. It was that one over there. The black guy did it. That one-
Yeah, that
they're all black out here.
Cut his nuts off, not mine.
It's,
DNA test. Give me a DNA test.
the only good thing about it is all of them out there, save one, will let me pet them. So it's pet in the box. There you go. I can get them all, except one.
And John,
Yes.
Tracy said you missed three donations.
How could I miss
Yeah.
3 donations?
Well, somebody was saying that the bell wasn't ringing
Wait a
or
minute.
anything like that, but
Let me check something real quick, because there are times when people have donated. Let me check real quick. Through, I should get notification. There's one, Sakari
There you go.
Ferreira just came in with a $10 donation. Said, "How many kitty balls does $10 buy?"
A half a ball.
That's about half a ball. Sakari, thank you very much.
At least it'll pay for the numbing solution.
No. Sometimes people will donate through PayPal, and sometimes that doesn't show up. But no, every one of them has shown up. I don't know which ones I've missed, though, if it hasn't shown up.
okay.
If I have not seen it, I did not. No, they're all gone. Well, they're not gone. What I'm saying is when I click on them, they turn from bright white to just gray.
Gotcha.
So
Got you.
they're all gray. I am sorry if you made a donation and did not ding. I apologize tremendously for it. I'll get Travis to make sure to check our dinger. Hey, I need my dinger
Hey, you
check.
better check your dinger.
I need my dinger
You
check.
know,
Ring
Turn
it
your
every-
everybody needs.
He's going to
those
come in here.
dingers
Okay, he's
checked
going to
every
grab the
once in a while,
microphone and
you
say,
know?
turn your head cough. Yeah, okay.
I tell you what, I think the cats have something to do with it.
They're gonna
Let me
be
give
singing
you-
about
let me
their
give you-
dingalings. I tell you.
Okay.
My ding-a-ling.
okay.
My
That's one of
ding-a-ling.
Let me give you
songs I
a
love.
bit more.
I'm
Chuck
gonna
Berry,
Let me
get
give you a
but,
bit more.
anyway.
I want to give you a bit more humor, guys.
What's that?
I
Get
wanna
the
give you a
cat
bit more
fixed
humor.
and John, check your dinger, okay?
I'll check my dinger. We will check my dinger.
Well,
Dave, what kind of news you got?
Mine's retired.
Well, the GOP senator goes to the dentist, and he says the dentist he's got a toothache, a bad tooth, and whatever needs to be done. The dentist says jump in the chair, so he jumps in the chair, and the dentist has looked in the senator's mouth and has a look around and says, yep, we need to pull that tooth out. The dentist says to the senator, well, I'm just trying to give you a little injection here to numb up the area so you don't feel any pain. Oh, no injections. I don't take drugs into my body or any needles or anything. No injections. Oh, okay then.
Cool.
Well, let's give you some Novocaine gas. That'll. No, that's the same. That's drugs, and I'm not going to get. No, I'm not going to have gas.
Check
No
it out
gas.
with
No,
a
mate.
hammer.
No gas. Yeah, fucking hell. He said, what about pills? He said, yeah, I'll take a pill.
Okay.
So the dentist goes out the door, comes back in, and gives the senator the pill. And he says, Viagra? Yeah. He said, well, I didn't know Viagra helped with pain. He said, no, it doesn't, but it gives you something to grab onto when you are feeling the pain.
Here, take this. Hold on. and hand me that hammer.
That was good.
Oh, Dave.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Dave,
well,
I'm just glad you
I just
popped
thought
in,
so,
brother.
didn't you?
I'm glad you popped in. We were concerned about you.
Thank you.
And the family noticed
Well, I
that,
was-
how long you've been gone, that you haven't checked in, so.
It's good to hear you laughing, Dave.
Yeah, it is good.
Me too. Well, I wasn't laughing yesterday. It was my birthday. I was sitting on my own on the balcony, wetting my feet. And I was
Back up the
singing
freaking
happy
bus.
birthday
What?
to myself.
Yesterday was your birthday?
Yeah.
I am so sorry, Dave, but you're going to have to hear it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Dave. A day late, but happy birthday to you. And many more.
Thank you. I didn't need that, John.
Hey, it's not for you. I just love singing the song. That's all.
I know you do.
I do indeed. Happy birthday, Dave. What, 38?
Yeah.
38 now?
Nah, yeah, I wish double that.
Double.
Double that. Try 67.
Well, shit. I'm blazing the trail, buddy. I'm right ahead of you. I turned
Yeah, you're not far ahead of me, though.
70 in a few days. Shit. Damn
Hey,
it, that's bothering me.
I've got a friend here in Manham who's 84 years of age, and he
see.
still goes out in the boat. He goes out in the boat, he paddles a canoe, he does everything no different than a 30-year-old. So, hey, it's only a frame of mind, I suppose.
If I remember correctly, my grandfather died when he was, I think, 88 or 89.
There you go. You got good opportunities.
Yeah, my
What
father
are you saying,
did not
Bernie?
die of natural causes.
I just wanted to say enjoy another annual journey around the sun.
Indeed, dude. Indeed. Oh,
And
man.
it's going to be a wet one.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be
I
wet.
feel
Yeah.
you on the wet one, and may we both get some drier ground goings on
hey,
here.
life needs to
Okay?
be watered every
Yeah.
once in a while to make it grow a little bit. So, but
Yeah, but not
both
too
of you
much.
need a little less water.
Not all
Yeah.
at once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, them people out in
all
California are having a bad time right now.
Yes.
So,
He did.
We, along with Australia, could use some
a
sunshine.
little sunshine in your life. But the lakes are
Oh,
filling
no,
up in
no, no,
California.
no, no.
I've seen it.
No.
They
No,
said-
we've been having 105, 102, 103 degree temperatures over here, guys.
Holy shit.
No,
Mercy.
No.
humid.
That's just, yeah, humid.
No, clear skies. Clear skies. I've got water up to my feet, and I've got clear skies and very hot temperatures. It's
Hey.
pretty miserable.
Dave, I got a question.
I like
Yeah.
my
You-
body
you
be
don't have
52,
any-
my mind a
Any
right
crops
20.
in that water that you sticking your feet in it, do you?
It's a right attitude.
Have any what?
Crocs.
No crocs. We don't have crocodiles in River Murray. No. In South Australia, we don't
Okay.
have
No, she
crocodiles.
meant the
That's only
shoes.
in-
Okay, just checking.
She meant the shoes. Anyway,
Guys, the water's warm, and you know why the water's warm? Not because of
somebody's
anything
peeing
to the
up there.
climate. Yeah, but
Somebody's
all the
peeing in the
chemicals
river.
in the water,
Yes.
all the chemicals running off the farmers' properties.
Yes.
I call it a Monsanto effect. It goes in the river and it creates a chemical reaction that
Oh,
warms
Lord.
the water up, and the
Yes,
water
it
is like a
does.
warm bath.
Yes, it
Timothy
It's
says the
toxic,
Pineapple
very
Express
toxic.
is going to hit us tomorrow. A new series of storms from the south. the tornadoes they had down in Alabama today. There's devastation. You don't have to look far in this country to find it, where people are hurting.
Hey, we had
We don't
another
get it. We
tornado
don't get
here
it.
in California, so climate change is real.
Yeah, and it's coming a little
Yes,
more
it
quick.
is.
It,
Yes, it
it,
I'll
it
tell
is.
you what, Pennsylvania up here, in east central Pennsylvania, it's been a mild winter so far. We're lucky if maybe we had an eighth of an inch of snow the one time when it got real cold. That's it. It's in the 40s now.
Weather, baby, happens
Yeah.
every day. Cassie Hicks, I want that leg to get better, baby. Stay with the pool therapy and get well. I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight and enjoying the conversation and making this Blue Dot family grow. Right now, I love this conversation. I can get lost in, sometimes I get lost in the conversation here in the room because I'm trying to keep up that conversation there, because that's my world, baby. And I love this conversation that goes on in this family so much. And I want y'all to know that. Anyway, Ozzy, man, we can't say thanks for coming in enough, brother. Thank you.
Yes.
We really
Thank
needed
you
to
for
hear
having
from
me.
you, brother.
Yep. We're always thinking.
I need. Thank you. That's Joe, wasn't it? Thank you,
Yes.
Joe. I'm happy to be. I mean, I was excited to get on because a chat was good. I mean, I won't have much
Indeed.
time left. I'm going to go to the Blue Room and have a little chat in there, but I won't have a lot of time. But it's enjoyable time, and it's
know
time
what
I
you
haven't
mean.
had for a while. You know,
I
It's
know
like
when your
being locked
life
in
when your
solitary
life gets
confinement.
hard, this is a release, and I tell that to the
Yeah.
family all the time. Sometimes this is hard to do, but it is as much a release for me as it is for
Well, yeah,
anybody else.
you haven't got neighbours.
No.
You haven't got the guy up the street that
Nope.
you can go chat to for
Nobody I'm
25,
chatting
30
with.
minutes.
Mhm.
Or, no.
This
it's
is
the
my
same.
family.
You're,
Where else
Thank
can
you,
we
Maria.
find quality people?
This is my family. This is my Blue Dot family. And I'm lucky now I got Randy Peterson moved down here. Shit, yeah, that guy's kicking the butt. I'm telling you. And I got Joe right down the street now. So things are
sir.
easing up a little bit.
Yeah.
I got friends in the neighborhood.
Marsha,
Now wait a
Marsha
minute.
may not be happy with that.
Wait a minute. I heard a ding,
I heard a ding.
I heard a ding.
but there's nothing.
Wait,
Was it?
it's just Jenny. I don't
It's
know.
just
what
Jenny.
that-
I didn't get a
Oh,
notification.
it was a Patreon. It was a new Patreon.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I didn't get a notification who it was, but thank you for all of our Patreon members. Those names you go see and go by. Those are the number for $1 a month. They support the show. It indeed helps pay the bills and keeps me able to do this. Because without it, I'm going to be a greeter at Walmart, but I can't. I got too much invested in this. I can't do that. I got to stay here no matter what. But anyway. Thank you so much for joining our Patreon team. And to those that donated a la carte tonight, I can't say thank you enough. And look, I'm going to go get a bunch of balls cut. John gets a new adventure in life. What did you do this time, John? Well, I've never gotten this done before, but here you go. Cut the nuts off this. Anyway, Ozzy, thank you so much for coming by. And
My pleasure.
we'll head
Thank
over to
you.
the Blue Room here in just a second. Johnny Fly.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming in, sir. Appreciate it. Always enjoy the
thanks for
update
having
from
me.
Pennsylvania, brother.
Well, thanks for having me, and I want to say it's so good to hear you, R.C. Dave. It's really nice.
Thanks,
to
Johnny.
hear you.
Yeah,
You're
I
welcome.
think that can be echoed through the whole family.
Yep. Absolutely.
Anyway,
Well, I didn't drown.
that's the best part, buddy. That's the
good.
best part. Proof of life. We appreciate that. And Joe,
Yes, sir.
thank you, brother. And if you decide to run, brother, we're going to be running with you.
Okay.
Yep.
Run,
Joe, run.
Yeah, run, Joe, run.
I got a whole year to get in shape because right now I can only run from here to the fridge.
Hey. It's metaphorically speaking here. Yes, Maria Betancourt, I think I got that one. That was Leanne Geyer. Thank you very much, baby. Yes, somebody did that. This is a kind family, and I'm so appreciative of it. Anyway, miss you, chick.
Yes,
Thank
John.
you, darling, not only for coming on and enjoying the conversation, but thank you because you have a knack for delving into shit.
I try.
Yes, please keep doing that. It's
There's
good.
a lot of shit out there, though.
I
I'm
know
telling
it. You have to dig through piles of it, baby, and I appreciate
I didn't
the
even
effort.
talk about the weird Tesla guy that was chasing people on the highway.
Really?
Yeah,
Chasing
California thing.
Boy, howdy shit.
But anyway,
It got stuck.
everyone should
I didn't know what
like,
it did.
follow, share, and subscribe.
There you go. Like,
Absolutely.
follow, share, all that stuff. Please. It makes a big difference. Anyway, Bernadette,
Yes.
had a great conversation with you on the phone, and I'm so glad you stopped by, dear.
Thank you, sir.
And,
And like, subscribe, and share helps the show.
it does.
Thank you guys for your donations tonight. You've been very generous.
Indeed.
And John,
Yes.
get some of them cats
I'm
fixed.
going to cut
You
down
don't
on the
need
number.
so many kitty balls.
I'm going to cut
okay?
down on the number populating from now on. John still
Okay.
has a shitload of cats to take care of, but
All right.
Mama keeps saying
Well-
we got to get rid of some. Which one? You
Yes,
pick it. You pick
yes,
it. Which
John.
one of them
Yes,
sweet little
John.
faces are you willing to throw to the... No. Anyway,
John,
we're going to
let
get
it
balls
go.
cut. I know it. Let it go. Let it go. I know there's a song like. Anyway, thank you
All
all
right.
for coming in tonight. I enjoy this as much as y'all do, I hope. And
It was awesome.
it was every time we boys first smart-ass squaws reminded me. See, I would have just been going out there getting the girls done, but until everybody in the chat was saying, no.
If it was me, I would do the girls because that's where the babies come from.
Yeah, that's where the
Yeah,
babies
but the
come
boys are the ones
There's
that are a
a
little
thought.
overactive out there.
from. They are
Understand,
right now. They're
but the
very
boys
active.
can't have babies. The
I had to-
girls can.
I had to chase one
Do
of the
the
males off of
girls
one of them little
and-
kittens out there. I was pissed.
Do
Get
the
off of her, you
girls
freaking pervert.
And then do the boys. And you
I
will
think we're gonna do a
stop the
mix.
flow of kittens.
But I've
Trust me on
got
that.
3 males out there that are constantly prowling.
Boys don't
And
have
not only that, they're
babies,
fighting each
John.
other. Huh?
Boys don't have babies.
That's true. But we know where they
Okay.
come from. Oh, there's going
I
to be a
don't know.
mix. We're going to get them all done. We're going to get
That's all right.
everybody
Yeah,
done.
but one boy can have 10 girlfriends, so get rid of that boy.
Do
Yeah.
the girls first and you stop the extra
It's
babies.
some of them out there in the field over next door. Somebody's
Good night,
over there
y'all.
dying. Good night, Blue Dots. We're going to call it an even.
Good
We'll be
night.
back here Thursday for another Blue Dot. No, wait a minute. Today's Thursday.
Today's
Today is
Shit.
Thursday.
Find out
Tomorrow
what day it is.
is Beer and Bud
Manana is
Friday.
Beer and Bud Friday, so get the beer on the ice and get ready to put the bud in the bowl. We'll be here. And get ready for a good weekend. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight.
Good
Good
That
night.
was a good show tonight. I enjoyed this shit. Y'all have a good one.
See you
We'll
in the
see you
blue
later.
room.
Huh? See you in the blue room. Where's my mouse? I got to do it with a mouse now because that shit don't work. All right, there it is.